Hello, my name is Christopher Winfrey, and this is my database project for the semester. My client was the Boston Red Sox. So, the Boston Red Sox are a MLB baseball team. They are in the American League East Division, and they are based out of Boston, Massachusetts. And the leaders of the Boston Red Sox are ready to evaluate the past 5 seasons of decision making and just analyze the players that were playing for the team from the 2009 to 2013 seasons. I didn't include 2014 because when the project started, the data wasn't readily available, so I just excluded it from the entire project. So we're looking at 2009 to 2013. The purpose of the database is to allow the leaders of the Red Sox to navigate and analyze all the batting, fielding, and pitching stats of all the players that have played for the Red Sox from the 2009 to 2013 seasons. This database will help the Red Sox do all types of different statistical analyses involving different type of sabermetrics that will help them determine if the right moves are made, if they kept the right players, and what have you. The database will include every player that played for the Red Sox during those seasons and all of their batting, fielding, and pitching stats during their stint with the Red Sox. It will also include any player that has retired or that is still active, and finally it will have a seasonal breakdown for the team's success during those 5 seasons. The business rules are there, and I'll let you read that. You can pause there, but yes. And that is the ERD. The stint table is a bridge table for the player, fielding, batting, and pitching stats, as well as the team. The stint ID is an ID for each player and the season that they played for, and you'll see an example of that once I open the database. But there are my tables and my ERD, and let's move on to the database to save some time. So let me open that, and as you can see, it opens as it should. Enable content, and there's the main menu with a reports menu, a forms menu, and a close the database button. So let's start with the forms. We have 9 different forms. Yes, 9 different forms. We'll begin with the simple ones. The division form just has the central, east, and west divisions. Hold on, let's get this camera to adjust. So not a lot going on there, and the league would just be the American League and the National League. We wouldn't want to change anything unless the league expanded, so that's just kind of just something that needed to be done, but isn't very necessary. So let's move on to the players. In this player form, you can navigate through all the players and their IDs. You can also search for players. So if you wanted to search for a player's ID, you can type in their last name. So let's go with David Ortiz. And there he is, number 99. We can use that information later. You can change the records and all that jazz. There are 151 players in the database. So let's add one, actually, so we can see that he comes up later. If this takes a little while, so sorry. We'll just add me. We'll act like I am playing for the Red Sox, because I love the Red Sox. July 5th, 1993, Birmingham, Alabama, USA. I'm 5'10", so I guess that's 70 inches. Nope, that's weight. Sorry. This is I'm 165 pounds, 70 inches. I am right-handed, and I bat and I throw right-handed. My debut will be, let's say, it's the April 5th of 2012. I played for the 2012 Red Sox, and I went to Belmont. So let's save that record. I'm an ID of 152. So we will find, and this is the stint menu, or stint form, I mean. And this has, so for example, the first player is Alfredo Aceves, and each stint is for each season he played. So this includes the 2011, 2012, and 13 season. That's the ID of 1, 2, and 3. So if we can add my stint, the team ID of Boston, player ID is alphabetical, so go down to Winfrey. There I am at 152, and this is the 2012 season. We'll see these in the reports in a second. Also, we have the pitching form that has each stint, and for each stint they have the player's stats for that season based off of pitching ID, and you can search as well in that form. Same with the fielding. Includes all the fielding records in each stint. And for example, so stint ID number 6, which is player number 3, he played center field, left field, and outfield, and right field, so it includes all the fielding stats for those 3 fields. Running out of time, sorry. Batting stats, same thing, but we can now add a record. We will go to the stint of me for my 2012 season. I played 162 games. I had 500 at-bats, 50 runs, 200 hits, 100 singles, 20 doubles, 20 triples, 60 home runs. I was really good. 150 RBIs, 50 stolen bases, none caught, 50 walks, 0 strikeouts, 0 hit by pitch, all of that 0. Just to be quick, let's save that record, and that'll show up in the reports in a second. And also, this is the team form, just the one for the Red Sox. So, but we could add more teams if we wanted to. So let's go back and go to the reports. So we have a report for every roster, and includes every player that played that season. And this is the 2010, 2011, and theoretically I should show up on the 2012 roster. And there I am, Chris Winfrey. I was a little guy on the team. So in the print preview, as you can see, sorry, this is really high quality video. So, it does this sometimes. Close print preview. There we go. Back to the reports menu, and then finally the 2013 roster, World Series champs. Hey, hey. All right, now let's look at these different reports. First, the batting sabermetrics. This is each season and every player that had more than 50 at-bats for that season, and their batting average, their on-base percentage, their slugging percentage, their OPS, their isolated power, and their batting average of balls in play. All the highlighted fields are players that hit above average or had above average stats. For instance, batting average, if you hit over 300, you were highlighted. And this includes every season and every player. So if we go to 2012, there I am. I was off the charts. I hit 400 with the 455 on-base percentage. Just ridiculous. I was awesome. But yes, that highlights anything that stands out for the team that season. So very useful data that they could pull from. Let's look at career batting sabermetrics. So this is just the entire stint of a player for the Red Sox. It's in alphabetical order by last name, and it includes their entire sum of batting sabermetrics. So batting average, on base, slugging, OPS, isolated power, but I also included their total home runs and RBIs. And again, if you hit above 300, you're highlighted during your stint. If you had a above on-base percentage of above 340, you're on there, and etc. Finally, the pitching metrics, similar to the batting sabermetrics. It's by season and all the different baseball stats of pitching statistics for that season. Then we have a team analysis. This includes every season, and it includes the actual winning percentage, the wins, the losses, the total runs scored, total runs allowed, and the division rank, the season, and also the expected winning percentage, expected wins, losses, and the difference between what should have happened to compare what actually happened. This is based off of a formula called the Pythagorean expectations. And if they lost, or if they won negative games, for instance, so if they this season they should have won 95, but they only won 90. That box is highlighted yellow, showing a negative number, and it never was positive. So they would theoretically have underperformed. So here are retired players. Includes their debut and their final game and the number of years they played. So the Red Sox great Jason Varitek, wonderful catcher, played 14 seasons for the Red Sox, and that just gives you a look at who has retired since over the past 5 seasons for the Red Sox. Now we have catching fielding metrics. It lists every catcher and their fielding statistics, and anything that is above average is again highlighted for their fielding percentage and caught stealing percentage. But these are very basic fielding metrics because it's hard to have access to very advanced ones. And finally, position player metrics. These are all of the fielding metrics for each player in each season. The reason there's multiple lists is because of the different positions they played in that season. And this is a very basic. I didn't highlight fielding percentage because it's very arbitrary, and but it does include every position that a player played each season, and the number of errors, assists, putouts, etc., double plays, number of games they played at that position. So I believe that is everything. Guess I'm like 2 minutes over, but sorry about that. And we will close the database. So that was my presentation, and thanks for a wonderful semester, Dr. Garrison. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.